What's up out there? In today's video, I would like to talk about what I am looking forward to and basically do a mid-year channel update for what I see the channel doing in the next 6 months or so. Basically, it's going to be tied around whatever game I'm playing because that's kind of how I roll. But I was actually looking at the schedule coming up and trying to figure out what I was going to play and what I was not going to play. And there's a lot of stuff coming up soon, so there's a lot to pick from. Now, very first thing I want to do is say thank you to everybody that subscribes and watches the channel, comments on all the videos. It's very appreciated. I enjoy it a lot, reading your comments and, chatting back and forth with all the stuff that we talk about on the channel here. I definitely enjoy it, and it's fun. That's why I like doing this channel. So thank you very much. And second thing I want to talk about is completely off topic is Twisted Metal, the TV show that just came out here not long ago. I actually just watched that. So I am not a Twisted Metal fan myself. I owned one of the games on PS3 or something like that. I checked it out. I liked the characters. I thought Sweet Tooth was like really cool looking. I was like, yeah, I like him. And some of the other characters are kind of cool and all, but Sweet Tooth for me and probably a lot of other people is the face of that game. I don't remember which one I had, but I played it a little bit. I was like, yeah, this really isn't necessarily for me. But I enjoyed all the characters, and I've watched some lore videos about where it all comes from and everything. And I saw the TV show was coming up, and I thought, yeah, I hope they don't screw it up. And then I heard good things about it. Well, it just came up on video on demand, and I ended up buying it. Loved it. It was on sale recently. Bought it. Watched through all 10 episodes. Man, that show was great. I think it's set up. It's like a good prequel. I don't know how close it is to the lore, but as far as the TV show goes, it was violent and dark in all the right ways. I loved it. I had a great time watching it. So I may not be a fan of the games, but I think the TV show was pretty solid. Hopefully the fans enjoyed it because I thought it was amazing. So just wanted to throw that one out there because it is games adjacent, but I liked it. I had a lot of fun watching it. So for the channel, ongoing things that are always going to be in here, we're definitely going to be sticking with Path of Exile. We're definitely sticking with Mel Rydell and the Indie of the Week. None of that stuff's going to change. We're not going to make any drastic changes or anything like that. None of this is about drastic changes. Mainly, I just wanted to talk about the games that I'm looking forward to. That pretty much is what it is, just the games that I'm looking forward to. But I was looking at all the different dates of stuff that's coming up, and I was like, man, this is packed in the next couple of months. There's a lot coming out. And I was looking at what I was actually interested in, and I have to start, as odd as this is for me, because I don't plan anything. I don't plan much. I kind of just react and off the cuff, here's what we're doing today, and then I just go do it. I'm actually having to start planning things, and I don't know what this means for the channel necessarily. Like, I'll be doing something, whether some kind of video will come out of this for the channel. I'm not sure what, but something will. So Diablo 4 out. I'm out. I'm done with it. I looked at this last season that they came out with. Yeah, I just don't even care. It looks like the same boring game. They just updated the items, and apparently there's season 5 or something coming. I just need to remember to uninstall that off my hard drive and be done with it. I kind of keep leaving it there because I'm like, maybe I'll go back to it, but there's so many better games. It's out off the table completely. So probably won't hear about that one anymore. Last Epoch has a new cycle starting on July 9th. I looked at the trailer for it, and it looks like the same game. Doesn't look like they've changed anything. They've added a pinnacle boss. They're adding a faction, but you got to go grind in that in-game crap, the little island, whatever that's, the monoliths or whatever. I didn't like the monolith system. I thought it sucked. I thought it was repetitive and boring, and that's what they're doubling down on from what the trailer looks like. I looked at that, and I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time. I could play Path of Exile instead, which is what I'm going to do. So Last Epoch, Cycle 2, 1, whatever they're on, out. I'm done. Not going to play that. I kind of want to, but I don't. It's just kind of, it would be filler, and I don't want to take time to waste on filler. So that's kind of that. Path of Exile 325 League starts on July 26th. Pretty much put a nail in the coffin for Last Epoch because I will be prepping up for that league. I think I want to abbreviate my league this time. There's a lot coming up, so I need to figure out how I'm going to fit this in. And as I was rolling through my Bone Shatter build the other day, I continued to adjust and refine that build. So as I've kind of gotten where I think I can go into this next league with, I'm definitely doing Bone Shatter. I'm trying to decide whether I want to start off with my Caustic Arrow build and get into mapping and tinker with that, or just go straight Bone Shatter throughout the whole thing, try to get it done as fast as possible, spend the least amount of currency, and just completely optimize my run. This league looks like the transition league. A lot of people are calling it a transition league from Path of Exile 1 to Path of Exile 2. So I'm definitely in on this one. And I just, how I want to get into it and how far I want to take it. This league's been fairly long, and I kind of want to, not because this league's been long, but I want to try to focus in and get my character, instead of trying all these different builds that I try, which I just try random builds because they look cool. I'd like to hone in and try to actually get the Maven defeated. I could still do that this league. I've got an invitation waiting. I'm working on my second invitation. I could certainly get that done. I don't know if I can beat her this league, but I can fight her. I'd like to push that further and try to get further into the league. I'm really starting to understand how to play the end game. It's taken a while. I'm slowly getting it, but I'm starting to understand how to build that out. And sure, I could do it faster in Trade League, but I prefer SSF. I enjoy it. It gives me a reason to keep coming back league after league and something to look forward to. So definitely in on Path of Exile 325 League, which starts July 26th. I will decide how to go forward with that when we get there. The big thing that I'm thinking about is coming up in August, and why I would abbreviate the Path of Exile League is because Escape from Tarkov has a wipe coming in August for PvP. I am really considering playing that wipe. Now, we've just gotten the ability to play PvE mode not too long ago. I've been checking it out from time to time. The progressions, you've got persistent progression, so you don't lose your character. We just got the ability to play PvE mode offline the other day, and I've loved it. I've had a great time playing it. I don't have to worry about queues into anything. I've been really having a good time playing it. So I'm actually considering playing the PvP wipe that comes up in August. I'm thinking about it. I don't know how far I'll get into it. It's one of those things. I start off and then I get kind of, I don't want to say I get bored, but I get lost. I get sidetracked on other things, and then I'm not sure, but I'm really wanting to. I'm considering it, very strongly considering doing the Tarkov wipe. Because I've been playing so much PvE mode, I'm getting very comfortable in playing. Like, not, I don't think like I'm some great master at the game or by any stretch, but I'm getting more comfortable playing the game. So going into PvP is not as daunting as it was before. And the arena mode is connected to PvP. So all of that is intriguing, and you can't play arena. I mean, you can play arena, but it doesn't connect to PvE at the moment. So I would love to take part in all that and see how it all works. That is coming sometime in August. So I'm really thinking about that. From there, we go forward to September 9th, which is Warhammer 2 Space Marine comes out. I'm on the fence. I would love for this game to be great, and I would love to play it, but it is modern day gaming, and sometimes the developers just twist and malform their creation into something completely different. I think the developer is, who is it? I can't remember who the publisher is, or developer or publisher, but they have a track record of doing good games, I think, memory serves. So I'm hoping it's good. But it is modern times, and you never know whether you're going to get something good or something bad. So we'll see. To get into that, I would love to go through the original Space Marine again. I've got it on PC. I'd love to play through it again, but it takes time, and I don't know that I'm going to expend that time. And even if Space Marine 2 is good, there's a chance I buy it and I don't play it. You know, there's always that chance because I get sidetracked. Like I took this week off. I intended to play. Took a vacation this week. I intended to play Baldur's Gate 2 a lot. I put maybe half a dozen hours into it, and then got sidetracked making videos and walking out, touching grass, and going outside and doing stuff. So it's, you know. And then Path of Exiles came up. I've been playing that. Escape from Tarkov came out with PvE mode offline the other day, so I've been playing that. So like you get sidetracked so easily. Then on September 10th, the next day after Warhammer 2, Space Marine comes out, Space Marine 2 comes out, Satisfactory hits 1.0. I love Satisfactory. I'm looking forward to 1.0, what the story does, what you do when you get everything up into the space station and whatever you're building up in the sky out there, up in space or whatever. I'm stoked for that. Fitting that in is another thing because that's a big ongoing game. You got to do all the factories, and I'm really looking forward to it. So something may give. I may do that. I don't know. I'd love to do that, and that could potentially be a series. But then after that, sometime later this year in October or maybe November or whatever, we've got Path of Exile 2, and who knows where the next Path of Exile 1 league is going to be. So if we're getting in this in July, chances are they're going to, we've got the end of July, so you've got August, September, October, November, December. So if they go 4 or 5 months, you're looking at November, December for another Path of Exile league, in addition to Path of Exile 2 beta coming out sometime, hopefully at the end of the year. So this is just absolutely jam-packed with all kinds of stuff that I'd like to take part in. And I mean, I could see myself doing series from some of these or just doing videos or whatever. I could definitely see that. So that, I don't know what kind of content I would be creating, but those are the kind of games that I'd be looking to play. And that, it's kind of the same stuff that we're playing now. It's just, there's so many other things coming out. There's just not enough time in the day for all of it. So, what are you guys looking forward to? What all cool stuff is there coming out that I'm forgetting? Because there is a lot of games coming out, and I didn't even have like single releases on here. There's other, I don't even remember all the other games I was interested in. These are like the bigger list of stuff that I'm interested in. Now, whether I play these for 2 hours or 20 minutes, I don't know. Maybe I can play them for 200 hours. Who knows? Not Last Epoch, but Path of Exile is definitely going to be the recurring theme. Melva Idol's definitely going to be recurring for me personally, but there's so many cool games coming out. I'm really stoked for Satisfactory 1.0. I've been following that game for years. I'll play it it's like all these other early access games, the wipe or reset or whatever. You play it for a little while and you come back and check it out a little while later. So anyway, yeah. What are you guys interested in? Curious what everybody's playing out there or what they see on the horizon, because I might have missed something that's cool coming out. But anyway, that's all the stuff that I'm interested in for the next 6 months or so. I don't know what the new year is going to bring, but it's odd saying that, but we're middle of summer right now and we've got a long way to go, but just kind of looking out ahead at what's coming up. This is what we got. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.